So today we will be starting with the next unit of quantum chemistry, that is angular momentum. It is a product of linear momentum and distance, and it is generally a vector quantity, and we will be representing it by this sign. So where angular momentum is seen, generally it is seen in rotating molecule, or you can say in electron which is moving around the nucleus in an orbital, or spinning electron, or you can say spinning nuclei. So if you see in terms of vector quantity, angular momentum will be the distance into linear momentum. So it is a product of linear momentum and distance. So in terms of scalar product, you can write it as momentum, that will be mass into velocity, and distance if it is represented by r. So velocity in terms of circular motion, you can represent it by r omega. So it will be mr square omega. So mr square we have done earlier also, that is nothing but the moment of inertia. So you can replace this by I. So L will be equal to I omega. Now let us calculate the kinetic energy in this case. Kinetic energy will be given by half mv square, and v you know that is r omega. So we will be replacing v by this, so it will become mr square omega square, again mr square, that is nothing but I. So the kinetic energy will be finally half I omega square. Now we will be multiplying and dividing the equation by I. So you will be getting this. So this will be half I square omega square upon I. So in this portion you can write I omega square. So I omega we have just written in equation number 2. You can see here that is nothing but L, that is the angular momentum. So kinetic energy will be nothing but L square upon 2I. So this was in terms of scalar quantity. Now let us say in terms of vector quantity, this L, it will be given by R into P, R vector into P vector. So we will be using Cartesian coordinates, that is in terms of unit vector ijk. So we will be finding out the value of R and P, and then we will be putting here. So R will be I cap x, j cap y, k cap z, and P will be I cap px, j cap py, and k cap pz. So L will be equal to, you can write I, this will be Lx, J, this will be Ly, and K, this will be Lz. So we will be finding out R into P in terms of matrix. You will write here I, J, K, X, Y, Z, and Px, Py, Pz. So when you are finding for this I, it will be Ypz minus Zpy. I means it will be Ypz and minus Zpy. For J, it was Xpz minus Zpx, and for K, it will be Xpy minus Ypx. So this will be the equation now. I will be Ypz minus Zpy minus J Xpz minus Zpx plus K Xpy minus Ypz. So this you can replace by Lx, this you can replace by Ly, and this you can replace by Lz. So this is the angular momentum in 3 dimensions. So Lx will be Ypz minus Zpy, Ly will be, you can write in minus to take this part first, that is minus Xpz and minus Zpx, and Lz will be Xpy minus Ypz. Now what we will be doing is, we will be substituting angular momentum values in terms of operator. So let us first take Lx, that is nothing but Ypz minus Zpy. So we'll be putting the value of p. So it will be y, and p is nothing but minus iota h cut del by del. So in case of pz, it will be minus I h cut del by del z, minus z, py again, value will be minus I h cut del by del y. So if you solve it further, minus I h cut you will be taking common. What is left is that you will be writing, that is y del by del z and z del by del y. So this you are getting the value of Lx. Now you will be finding out similarly the value of Ly, just like this. You will be putting the angular momentum value, that is minus I h cut del by del. So you will be getting minus I h cut z del by del x minus x del by del z. Similarly for Lz, it will be minus I h cut x del by del y minus y del by del x. Since the value of Lx, Ly, Lz is known to you, now you will be calculating it in 3D angular momentum. So L will be Lx, Ly, Lz. So I will be putting the value of Lx, Ly, Lz which I am getting from here. So it will be vector r and del vector. R vector is I cap x, j cap y, k cap z. And del vector is I del by del x, j del by del y, and k del by del z. So I j k, x y z we have written, and del x, del y, del z. So again we will be solving it in the same fashion. So when I am writing I, it will be this cross multiply, that is y del by del z minus this z del by del y, minus j. When you are taking j, it will be this x del by del z minus z del by del x. And when you are taking k, it will be this, that is x del by del y minus y del by del x. So this will be I y del by del z minus z del by del y plus j del z del by del x minus x del by del z plus k this. So overall you can write L is equal to I iota h cut, and this was nothing, that was r into del only. So this will be the final equation.